Everybody go tapping with the pop with Tigmatic.
Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode of me on
and
it.
you are tuned into the Pop Podcast.
And with the Pop Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down.
To follow the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.
Muslim dying family, free kill king. One for your brother, what you want for yourself. One for your sister, what you want for yourself.
Hey king, I got it.
Chia. A rapper and a shooter like Shia Ali.
Right.
A hustler and a Muslim like Sheikh Ali.
Wallahi.
West Side King, I don't need ID. They killed my little cousin, damn PIP. Peace in paradise. I'm on the block like a pair of dice. I treat these products like a pair of Nikes. I'm Ramadan sober, I got my bands right. Black Koofy, black Dickie, that's what I wear at night. I did it for the fam, I ain't stingy. My wife won properties, my son won Balenci's. 2,000 for the jeans, the Thobe custom Fendi. When Meek was chasing his dream, I was chasing the Benjis. Bird gang, I'm like the Jimmy of my city, black excellence. I'm like the Diddy of my city.
Take that.
West Philly, I'm the mayor around there. Watch your body, you can get air around there. Can I dean? Can I dean?
I'm on my dean, nigga. nigga.
Can I ding?
I know some rich Muslims keep prayer rugs in back of the Rolls Royces, nigga. Prayer rugs on them yachts.
Can I ding?
What's up, nigga? Eastside blood, you know how we giving it up. Capo. My nigga leaves his gun in his car when he jump out, go to the mosque and pray. He got ops, so COVID is the excuse to use his mask and pray. Hear that? The imam gonna tell you the same thing that the pastor say. I got Muslim brothers want me take my shahada just like Cassius Clay. Lord forgive us, cause we been out here getting cash off, yay. I've been lost in the street like Tom Hanks in the Castaway. Fucking pretty bitches trying to find me a place to crash and stay in every night. Swear you can hear somebody blast the K. We got whips and chains, but we ain't listening to what Master say. I'm a no-limit soldier, I've been listening to Master Pay. Wallahi, I'm grateful, I still give thanks when I break fast. Catching me at the light, you can see Ferrari on my brake pads. On my Dean, prayer rugs in back of the Wraith. I keep a 40 cal that be stashed in back of the safe. Listen, scary moment if I'm ever cracking the safe. I know I got one to the head, I got one in the head that's in back of the safe.
Can I ding? Can I ding? Can I ding? Can I ding?
Ready?
Game time.
Light 'em up.
Perico. Montega music. We head hunting.
Okay, now last time I pulled up, I had 'em all sick. All white coupe look like 20s on the brick. The 40 go blind. If you don't duck, you get hit. You gon' meet your demise. Tryna fuck with my chips. Hands down, any given flow. I'm the best out. That includes everyone. Ain't nobody left out. Alive or not breathing. I rise with the heathen. Skeletons in my closet. You don't wanna meet the demons. Remember, I was down at the bottom, looking up. They was like dice. I grabbed them and shook them up. Put a price on his head. I want him, I getting touched. It's a lot of niggas mad. They hate to see you come up. Pussy in the swimming pool, bitches in the living room. It's really hold 1,000 rounds. What you trying to get into? Big bullets, bust a nigga brains like an inner tube. Blow his head off, talk about it in the interview. This just something like it's like I'm on autopilot. I don't even write. From the pistol to the fight. The dope got the fiends dancing, look like Thriller Night. You gotta shoot him in his face. They tell if you don't kill him right. All it takes a jealous nigga to envy to start a war. Big shit, rip through the walls and tear the door. Catch him out in traffic, it's 50 and flip a tour bus. We making noise, you hear it, you can't ignore us. Hands down, ball for ball, nigga, I'm the best here. If hating was a crime, y'all all get the death chair. Shout to homie Gilly, Southwest 5-2, nigga, this is Philly. Nigga, we get busy. 500 horses, bet the Porsche can pop a Willie. I find out a nigga better, I'ma find him, I'ma kill him. I came to make a million. Spill his blood, paint the town red with a pity. And my bitch pretty. The feds wanna roof me. Niggas wanna shoot. I go to my teller, I tell that nigga bulletproof me. I had to stop writing, I was burning all the loose leaves. Perico signing off, turn this bitch into a movie, I'm gone.
Yo, what's up, y'all? You are now tuned into another episode of the podcast with Tigmatic. And listen, we here. We moving and booming. I hope y'all feeling good on this Monday. Where my solo cam at? Hold on, let me get right. You know what I mean? What up, y'all? I hope y'all feeling good on this Monday. You know, Father's Day weekend just was over. I'm feeling great. I had a great Father's Day, and I hope y'all did too. So, as always, this episode was brought to you by, as y'all see, Rat Patch, TheMontyBrand.com, NorthShadeDemore.com, Hollywood TV, Hollywood Radio, Hollywood Music, Dollar Radio, and Going In Radio. We here, y'all. Yo, listen, I got another one for y'all. I got a treat for y'all. This is an alumni. This is one of my guys. And listen, he's been here before. So he on here again. You know, as always, for those that watch for the first time, this is the show that talks about the struggles artists go through while having to entertain the world or pursue their career. I am your host, Tigmatic, and this is the podcast. We here, y'all. So, like I said, my guy, he's from the South, you know. He got a dope personality, and he went from one part of the South to another part of the South. So, you know, life be life, and sometimes make adjustments to get more popping, and that's cool. You know, sometimes that's what we have to do when we want to, you know, expand our portfolios, if you will. And that's how it is, you know, sometimes. So the shakers be shaking and the movers be moving. That's all I can say about that. But like I said, he's my guy. He's a dope soul, dope personality, and he one of the ones as well. So without further ado, I give y'all my guy, BAMA One Hunnit. BAMA, where you at, baby?
Yes, sir.
Turn your camera on, my guy.
What pop? What pop?
Hey.
Wait, which side you want me to look at? You want me to look at the lens or want me to look to the right? Right or left?
Look, you good right there.
Right there?
Right there, my guy.
Right there. Okay, what poppin'?
Hey, man, what's good?
What's good, bro?
Hey.
My dude.
My guy.
What's good with you?
Hey, man, I'm chilling as always, man.
Okay.
Hey, so listen.
Holla at me.
As always, you know how I do the show. You done been here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to let my guests give themselves a formal introduction. The floor is yours. Solo cam on BAMA. Do your thing, my guy.
For anybody who want to know who I am, I go by BAMA One Hunnit. I am born and raised in Alabama and Roll Tide. You know, I'm always gonna say that, but I moved to North Carolina. Yeah, I messed with NC too. That was Michael Jordan from the greatest. So you know I'm great too. And now I'm in H-Town, Texas. Back in Texas. Yeah, it's hot as hell, but it's still Texas. You know, them boys down there round slab. So you know how they do. You got to shout out Texas. So, you know, that's how we get down. Yeah. Yeah. And guess what else? Guess what else? I'm cold on that microphone. And I'm cold with that pen. So holla at your boy. I said it. I said it.
Y'all hearing? You said he cold with that pen. Y'all hearing?
I'm cold with that pen and on that microphone. I claim it. I claim it. Yeah. You know I'm from the South.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. T.
What's up?
On top of a do-rag. You can't get no country in that, bro. On top of a do-rag, bro.
I see you went to Texas and you showing out on them. You got the cowboy hat on them today.
Oh man, it's hot. It's hot. It is too hot, man. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, like I said, welcome back. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me back on.
Of course. You know, we're having no other way.
Yeah.
I have my guys here.
Oh yeah, for
you
sure.
Know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, you know, tell them a bit about what you do. You know, you told a little bit, but let's talk about it a bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people a bit.
Well, they know I do music. But just let y'all know that. Also, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and
that's a fact.
I'm trying to do something, put something together for us as fellas, you know, as men, because we go through a lot that people fail to see or fail to realize because we hide it. So if I can help anyone by doing so, I will, because I have my own platform that's called Talk to Them Tuesday, or Talk to Them. Two of them, Talk to Them Tuesday, which means you get your cell phone and you pick two individuals out your phone. It don't matter who it is. It could be someone new or someone old, and just call them and talk to them. Even if you just call them just to see are they having a great day. You know what I'm saying? They could be having a bad day, Bo. You know what I'm saying? Just call two people and talk to them. Just say, hey man, I just called to holler at you, Bo. You need anything? You know what I'm saying? You gonna watch the game with me? You know what I'm saying? You gonna watch the Pacers or you gonna watch OKC? You know what I'm saying? You gonna watch the game with me? Because you just never know, man. And I try to do that every Tuesday. And also with my music, man, I'm about to drop an EP, man. I'm about to drop some country stuff on it, bro. I'm about to drop my Red Cups and Paper Plates. That's gonna be the name of the album. Yep. So you know me, man. God first, and everything else will come. Everything else will come, man. I can't complain. I can't complain.
Hey man,
I can't.
That's definitely dope. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yeah.
So talk to him Tuesdays. Let's talk about that a bit.
Well,
tell me before you explain. Oh, okay, you right on it.
Well, I'm on it. Talk to him too. I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. Ask your questions and I hope I have the answers for you.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about Talk to Him Tuesdays. How did Talk to Him Tuesdays begin, and what is the origin behind it? Break it down a bit.
Men's suicidal rates has skyrocketed, man. It's hard when you feel like you're doing a lot, but no one sees it, or no one care. You feel like no one cares about it, which means it feels like no one cares about you. And you know, it's been a lot of stuff going on online, man. You've been seeing people harm their families, which you would think they would never do, harm their families, harming their parents, siblings, and a lot of it, man, been us. It been the men, man. It been us going through it. So, like I said, man, every Tuesday, I record a video of stuff that we may be going through, and I feel like every Tuesday, you know, we always keep our phones in our hand, but you know, every Tuesday, just try to holler at somebody, man. Try to find two people to holler at, and just talk to them, man. Like I said, I don't care if you're watching the game. I don't care if y'all finna ride out, because it's gonna help your mental health. Because sometimes, bro, we go through stuff and we feel like no one gives a damn.
That's a fact.
And that's hard. That's hard, man. So talk to them on Tuesday.
Talk to them Tuesday, folks.
Talk to them Tuesday.
Check Bam out. So tell where can people catch you on Talk to Them Tuesdays?
I normally do it on my IG. I normally post it on my Instagram. My Instagram is BAMA One Hunnit, and you can find me on that. I try to post every Tuesday, but I'm gonna do my own separate. I'm gonna do my own separate page that's strictly just gonna be Talk to Them Tuesday. It's gonna be separate from the music. And I want to say I got 6 videos already, and I'm finna recreate my page just for Talk to Them Tuesdays. So for anybody that feel like they need someone to talk to, call them. You know, talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, some people that you ain't talked to in a while, but you watch them online.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? If you got their phone number, even call them. Like, man, I see you online, man. I'll let you boy.
Me, I'm always the type to tap in with people on the regular anyway.
You do that,
for
man.
Me, that's not really.
Well, you do that, yeah.
Tap in with people on the regular. You know, this is what I do. I'm a tap in type of guy.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? If I rock with you for real, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw that out there.
Yeah. Don't be doing that fake love.
Then you know why I said that. That's why you laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
We
be
had
doing
that
that,
discussion before, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
don't be doing that.
yeah, we ain't, because this is about positivity on this show.
Oh,
And this
yeah.
is
Oh,
what,
most definitely.
you know,
Most definitely.
the negativity is definitely not in this space.
Nah.
So, all right, let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do it big, where did that model come from, and how has it guided your life?
If I'm going to do it big,
Mm-hmm.
and how is it guiding my light?
Mm-hmm. Where did
Christ? That's all God, bro. This is a God-given talent. And I'm just hoping that I use it correctly.
Okay.
I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So this is just a God-given talent. And I hope it can help someone else, man, that feels or felt like I had possibly felt before. You know what I'm saying? So
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Most
so
definitely.
you feel like it's a God-given talent.
Yeah.
And it's guided your life. In
Almost
what way?
I'm a Christian. You know, I'm from Alabama. Grandma and mama didn't play that. God rest their souls. Yeah, I'm a Christian. And you know, I believe in going to church, I believe in praying. And yeah, a lot of us don't like to listen. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there because I was one of them too. Hard-headed, didn't want to listen. So I will say God know how to get your attention. He know how to do that.
I will agree with that. God definitely does know how to get your attention.
He will
He'll
get
slow
your
you down when you
attention.
think you're going a way that you
Bruh.
should be going.
Time.
And it's going to go totally different.
You just doing this.
What we think,
ain't going nowhere.
Bro, real talk, what we think God wants us to do, a lot of the time it don't be what he wants.
He don't,
what he
man.
want don't got nothing to do with a lot of this in the world. None of it.
You know what I
It don't
figured
got
out?
nothing to do with none of the work.
You know what I figured out about what God does? He'll call you. God will call you just like your friends, your siblings, your homeboy, your homegirl. God will call you. But we so stubborn, we don't want to answer that phone call because we know what that phone call means. That phone call may mean we need to change.
That's a fact.
So and guess what? The reason why I'm throwing that out there because I'm one of them. I didn't want to answer the phone call, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to answer that. I didn't want to answer that phone call. We know what that phone call mean, man. When God call you, He's trying to get your attention.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Okay.
Born and raised in Alabama.
That's right.
What was the environment like growing up for a young, hungry Bama? What was that like?
Man, I'm from a town. I ain't even from a city, bro. I'm from a town. So we had what? 2 restaurants? We had 2 restaurants, 2 high schools. One was predominantly all black and the other one was all white. Now, I don't know, do they still have it like that? But I did grow up with the, all black, all white schools, man. I mean, it's like everybody got along. It was just small. It was small. And I'm a country boy. We ran around and played tackle football barefoot, whatever you had to do. You know what I'm saying? We hooped in the dirt. So I'm a true country boy. We fished. You know what I'm saying? We shoot shotguns and everything, man. Rolling the back of the pickup truck before they made it out legal. You know what I mean, man? Making it illegal to ride in the back of a pickup truck. We did all of that, man. Played baseball, did all that country stuff, man. So big shout out to my city, Union Springs, Alabama, and big shout out to my state, Alabama. Period. A-town, baby.
So how would you say your state transitioned or affected your mindset through your career?
It made me want more. It made me feel like it was more out there to gain. It made me feel like I needed to get closer to God, because my grandmother definitely kept us in church. It made me feel like once you get an opportunity, don't mess it up, because sometimes it don't come back around. You know, everybody opportunity ain't gonna come back around like a boomerang. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as long as you got God in your life, anything's possible. And also one of the number one things I learned was you got to know how to treat people correctly, man. You got to know how to treat people right. God don't give us all these gifts just for us to be dirty. You feel me?
That's a fact.
You know, he'll clean you up. He'll clean up your whole situation if you want him to, but you got to want him to.
Hey. All right. So,
yes, sir.
Tell us about the first moment you fell in love with music.
Oh, bruh. Yeah, you would ask me that.
Man, you know we about to go there in a minute.
You would.
First, we ain't even a half hour in, so we ain't even there to meat and
Bruh,
potatoes yet, bro. You know that.
You would ask me that, man. Bruh, I'm talking. Dang, bro, why would you ask me that, man? Wow.
First time you fell in love with music.
I know what, I got you. The first time I heard it. Now see what you did there, right? You said the first time you fell in love with music. You didn't say hip hop. You said music. The first time I heard it. Yeah, I know what you did. The first time I heard it. Now, if you want to know the first time I fell in love with hip hop, but no, man, I fell in love with all genres of music because my mom was a big music head. My mom loved blues. Bobby Womack, Denise LaSalle. I hope I said her name right. My mom was always listening to blues. She was always listening to music. So
yeah,
it was in me. So but hip hop, wow, man. Hip hop was so different back then, man, that it was just it would grab you, man. And I'm talking about, I was a fan of I would say all the coasts, you know, West Coast, East Coast, the South, you know.
What was the first thing that you listened to as far as hip hop?
My cousin, he was in love with Run DMC, which is you know, you understand why he listened to Run DMC. You know, the greatest. But by me being from Alabama, man, I was listening to Master P, Cash Money. But then you still got to throw in Dre. You got to throw in Snoop.
That's later on. That's later down the line.
Man, that's all. I'm talking about all of it. Dre, Snoop, Pop.
In the beginning.
Oh
so
man,
in the beginning was Dre.
Bro, you trying to put my age out there? Everything, man.
Listen, we keeping it funky out here. We keeping it.
I see, man. It
bro.
stank too, bro. It smells like straight up. You know what? And I'm gonna keep it funky with you, man. I would say, wow. I'm gonna throw out MC Hammer since you want to take it there. I would say MC Hammer.
Hey, let's keep it all the way real out here. That's what we doing.
I'm gonna say MC Hammer. I heard MC Hammer. I heard the Beastie Boys. Wow. Yeah. I heard Luke, bro. I heard Luke. When I heard Luke and, you know, 2 Live Crew, 69 boy, 95 South, Trick Daddy, you know, like I said, I'm from the South. So when I was hearing that, you know, like I said, I grew up off blues. So I'm listening to blues records, I'm listening to hip hop, trying to dissect this, what they're saying. getting ran off because I'm supposed to be listening to what they saying, but still want to be nosy to hear what they saying. But yeah, man, it was a different. The 808s hit different. You know what I'm saying? The music was just so strong, man. It meant something. You know, it had such a great visual to it. You can actually see, you know, what they was talking about, man. So I just loved it, man. Never stopped loving it. Let me tell you this. I love music. I'm not just gonna say hip hop, but I love music so much that one of my homies had asked me. He said, if you was to hit the lottery right now and become as wealthy as you want to be, would you still do music for free? And I said, yeah. I won't get the money and quit music. No, I would still do music for free. So that's how much I love it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's definitely fire.
Yeah. You know, some people do it, you know, they want the money from it. You know what I'm saying? So if I already got the money, I'm still gonna do it. I love it.
All right.
So y'all reach out to me, holler at your boy. Send me some beats too. Yeah.
Here's my next question.
What's Bob?
Okay. What did your hometown teach you about survival, ambition, or pain?
That is real. It taught me that it's real. It definitely existed. It also taught me that things could be better. But
elaborate on that. Things could be better. What you mean?
You would have to change your life to be able to come back and change someone else's. If you was able to get away and to build something bigger. It's like living in a small house, you know. It's like living in a trailer. Like it's like living in a single wide trailer.
Right.
And but you want a 3-bedroom home with a 2-car garage in the backyard for the kids.
Right.
You know, sometimes you have to step outside of your comfort zone to get certain things. You know, sometimes you have to leave your town or your city and then come back and give to, you know, help others, you know.
Yeah.
Your blessings come back that way. And you know, when you're always gonna have the love for where you from. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you fake. So you're gonna have the love for where you from, but you know, you keep God first. You just tell God. You know, a lot of times we think God don't listen, man. He listen. But a lot of times he don't want to give you what you ask for because you know you're gonna fumble it.
So a lot of times God not gonna give you what you ask for because you're not giving him what he asked for.
Tell it.
Let's keep it all the way to while we gonna go there. You know what I'm saying?
Look, let him cook. Y'all, we finna let it cook.
It's part of the main basis. You know, a lot of people mention God, and when they mention God, you know what I'm saying, they forgetting that whole part of it.
Yeah.
It's things that's required of him.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, by us. But what about the part of what he requires from you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What he wants from you is the most simplest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Follow him.
But yeah,
be more like him.
You have to pick up.
Teach his people.
That's it. You have to pick up that. You got to pick up that phone.
A lot of us got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to pick up that phone. And it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
We do the opposite of that. You feel me?
I've done the opposite. So I'm not going to make me seem like I'm some saint. I've done the opposite, and I picked the phone up one time and I put it back down because I wasn't. Me being human, I just wasn't ready, man. I just wasn't ready, and a lot of us is not ready because we already know what is required. We already know. A lot of times we know what God asking for, man. We know, but that sometimes is a major change. But I would tell all your followers, and I would tell all the people, all my fans, and I would just tell all the new followers and the new fans. Talk to him. You can talk to God on Tuesday. Talk to him Tuesday. You can still talk to God on Tuesday too.
You talk to God every day.
Every day. Before you close your eyes, talk to him. He listen.
When you
just got to know. You got to know them signs, though.
So let me ask you this.
What up?
Because you got in your bio, you talk about being 6'1" and tearing it up, right? It's sharp with sarcasm.
Yeah.
How does your presence reflect your personality and your story when it comes to music?
How does my what?
How does you mentioned, like I said, you mentioned in your bio, being 6'1", tatted up and sharp with sarcasm. How does your presence reflect your personality and your story?
I can change the energy in the room. I don't always like to be serious because a lot of people have a lot of things that they're going in, that they're going through. And it's like it's closing in on them in life. So even when I'm in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Normally, you gotta think about it, man, the studio atmosphere, you rarely see people enjoying, and it's so weird because either you doing music just to make money or just for the women, or you doing music just because somebody it's like damn near like they being forced. You never really see people enjoying themselves when they in the studio. You don't see them laughing, having a good time. And I'm that type of dude. I'm be like, hey man, wrong with y'all hungry? Somebody order a pizza or something. Y'all must be hungry. Y'all in here all of y'all just sitting on your phone texting. This is like a sanctuary for me. This is where I can shut off the world. I can close the world off, get up in this studio, and become who I want to be. I could turn it to BAMA. You know, I'm already got to be the other person with life. You know, with driving, with just life. You know, you got to be. People out here got to be husbands, got to be, be men, but got to be fathers, got to be. Then you got to go to work, working 9 to 5. Then got to go home, grocery shop, cut the grass, cutting trees, doing all types of stuff. But when you write a song, you step in that booth, man. You step in that studio, especially around a great engineer, and great producers. You want to just exhale, man, and just have fun.
Yeah, man.
Making music is supposed to be fun, man.
Yeah, to be honest, having chemistry with people in the studio is what makes the experience better.
It will.
A lot of the time,
I promise you.
Like me, being as though I'm an engineer and a artist as well. Here's one thing that I learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only just the chemistry is everything.
Yeah.
But it's also this right here.
Tell it.
It's the type of people that you choose to be around when you record.
Exactly.
You got to really check people's temperature and really get to know them if you want to do music around.
Oh, most definitely.
Because if you feeding off all different types of vibrations and energies, somebody at some point in time, their energy is going to throw you off if they don't have the right mindset. And if the mindset isn't alike.
Most definitely.
So to piggyback off what you said, I agree with what you said. Sometimes people just go to the studio and they just really trying to, be there just to, to say they was there, or, they trying to be somebody they not. It's about who's true to this and who new to this.
Bro, if you not the driver, or the manager, you ain't on the song, you ain't security. If you that big, well, why are you here?
Yeah, so I agree with you there, man. I definitely
agree.
I know.
I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to create magic. That's why these red cups and paper plates. I'm a country boy. If you ain't never drunk out of a red plastic cup, ate off one of these, and then you ain't from the South. You ain't had no good Southern cooking. That's what that is.
Hey, man. So BAMA One Hunnit, where did the name come from? Break that down to those who didn't see you before. I know where the name came from, but for those that didn't see you before and are seeing you for the first time, because I definitely have a different fan base than before. You know what I mean? I just wanted to throw that out there, bro.
Here
It's a
we go.
little different.
Here you go, starting mess.
You know, but where did the name come from? What's the origin behind your name? Break that down.
I'm from Alabama, and I just always try to keep it 100 with people. It's pressure. It's pressure sometimes. But you always want to try to keep it 100 with people. You know what I'm saying? I can give you 50%, and would you like 50% of me, or would you rather get, you know, like when I do my music, I keep it 100 with what I write and whatever I say. You know what I'm saying? So the Bama part just come from me being from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? It was just that, you know, I'm from Alabama, so my rap, you know, they call me Bama. You know, so the 100 means I try to keep it 100 with everything I do. Now, I don't know if you're gonna like everything I do, but at least I'm keeping it real with you. So you won't think I'm acting a fool, or you won't think that I'm lying to you. But just, yeah, the Bama part just came from me being from Alabama. Right. You know, Roll Tide. And the 100 is because I try to always keep 100 with people, whether you like it or not. At least I told you the truth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that what the BAMA 100 stand for, man. I try to keep some $100 in my pocket, and I always try to keep 100 with people.
Hey, that's dope, man. Hey, listen, my manager and business partner, Fabian James, on here. He says old school. Shout out to Alabama.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
Hey, what's popping, my guy?
What's popping?
Shout out. So, also, Amiri says it will be a crime if this guy doesn't listen to Field Mob with all these country roots.
You know I listen to Field Mob. You know damn well I listen to Field Mob. Come on now. I listen to Field Mob, 8 Ball MJG, Young Bloods, Dirty Boys from Alabama. I listen to all Outkast. I'm talking about the old Outkast. It's beginning to look a lot like I'm talking about the old Outkast. I listen to all that, man.
Southern
Come on, man. Come on now. Don't get me sweating up in here.
I'm from the north.
Don't get me sweating up in here now. Don't let me mess it up now. Don't let me mess it up. I got to look good on camera.
He said I just had to make sure.
Already. Yes, sir.
Hey man, that's dope. That's definitely dope. So let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it.
Right.
Got me up here sweating. My fans got me up here sweating. Don't do me like that, y'all. I got some special for y'all. Don't do me like that, man.
So what's a memory from back home that shaped the man you are today?
Ooh, Lord. I need to turn the fan on now. We're getting hot up here. Wow. That's my mother. I would have to say my mother. Yeah, man, I would have to say my mother. My mother, my grandmother, and my uncle. Also my you know what, man? I'm just gonna say family. I'm just gonna say family.
Memory. This is the question is based on a memory. So share a memory that you had that shaped you who you are today.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
What's a memory though? The question is a memory. Give us a memory.
Oh, okay. Well, treat people how you want to be treated, but a good memory was my grandma had you might say my grandma had a Walmart, man, in her backyard. My grandma had everything that's in Walmart right now growing. If you go to the fruit and vegetable section, my grandma had it. I never knew why. You know what I'm saying? I never knew why she had plum trees and chickens and fig trees and oranges and lemons and all of this growing in our backyard, all of this growing in Alabama. And she taught me how to do a lot of things, man. She taught me how to cook, clean, wash clothes, fold clothes, wash dishes, sweep, vacuum. Bro, I was like, so one day, and I promise, I tell everybody this story because I love it. I love it to this day because I love her facial expression when I asked her. So my grandma, she was deep with the church now. She kept you in church because you know what we did on the weekends. So she would try to clean it out of us with the church. But one day she had me in the kitchen. So I went outside. She was on the porch with her shades on. I said, Grandma, why you got me doing all this stuff that a woman's supposed to be doing?
Oh, that's the wrong thing to be asking,
bro. Bruh, I didn't know, man. You wasn't there back then. I'm in Alabama. I said, why you got me doing all this stuff that a woman's supposed to do? I'm washing dishes. I'm folding clothes. I'm ironing clothes. I'm hanging up clothes. I'm mopping, sweeping. My grandma took about a minute before she took a deep breath. So I'm just standing there. She took that deep breath with them shades on. And she gave me one of the most realest answers that I think I could ever get from a woman.
What'd she say?
She took a deep breath and she said, what if you don't got no woman? Who gonna wash your clothes? Who gonna cook your food? Who gonna cut your grass? Who gonna help you? You're gonna depend on a woman the rest of your life? Or are you gonna be able to take care of yourself if you don't have nobody but God?
That's the fact.
Bro, I stood there for 10 minutes dissecting what she said. That's one of the most realest things I ever heard in my life. Because while I thought that was punishment, she was actually grooming me to become the man that I am today. So I
teaching you how to be independent.
Thank you, bro. See, I didn't know that. See, a lot of people don't know about the independence. You know what I'm saying? She was teaching me how to be independent. Because, see, I didn't know back then that she wasn't going to be here forever. That a lot of my siblings wasn't going to be here forever. You know?
Yeah.
So that's one of the realest things I remember that she said and she taught me.
Hey, man, that's dope.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Do you ever feel pressure representing the South in today's industry?
No.
Why?
Huh? They're not me. No. The hip hop has changed so much over the past couple of years. Some of the artists I think get overlooked. And I'm not gonna hate. I feel like every genre have its time. You know, we had, you know, down south, East Coast, West Coast. We had, I feel like everyone has their time. But
yeah, the West got their time right now. It's the West time right now.
Bruh.
The West is booming right now.
Yeah, they are. They are. They cutting up, bro. Yeah, they are. And the ladies are cutting up. The ladies are winning. You know, the ladies are winning. And Memphis is cutting up. So I got to still throw in the South.
Yeah, the South still got a
Yeah,
nice
the
heavy
South still
presence.
got it, man. Shout out to all the artists in Alabama. Shout out to the artists in Texas. Shout out to the artists in North Carolina. You know, the South we still got a grip. I just think because I be I be myself. You know, I won't jump on a song just to jump on it for money, because that's being fake. I have to feel the record before I would even touch it. And I just like to be different, man. I like to try stuff that's different with hip hop. You know, that's the only way you're gonna keep people from sounding the same. You know, I mean, it's good, you know, for me to bend the block, bend the corner, and pop in some UGK, rest in peace, Pimp C.
Yeah.
Or pop in some 8-Ball MJG. And just, you know what I'm saying? And just ride solo dolo. Listening to how they used to rap back then. You feel me? Like I said, shout out to Dirty Boys. Hell, even listening to me when I first started to when I climbed up to be, and how I want to do something different with the red cups and paper plates. So I think for me, I'm in my own circle, and you know, and I'm willing to work with whoever want to work. You feel me? Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay. So you've opened for legends like Fat Joe, T-Pain, Trina, and J. Cole. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from those stages?
Fat Joe, Trina, T-Pain, J. Cole. Be yourself and be original. A lot of people didn't think that T-Pain was gonna make it because he was using the auto-tune with his voice, but that was so different. Because we know Zapp and Roger, you know what I'm saying? Zapp and Roger used it, but no one had used it like T-Pain did with hip hop. And the mixture of hip hop and R&B, the way he did it, was genius. I would say for T-Pain, that was absolute genius. Whether it was hard for him to get to where he got, it was absolute genius. Trina, big shout out to Trina. Trina,
what was opening up for them though? Like, what's the biggest lesson you just told us your biggest lesson. Well, let's do each one individually. Okay.
Trina.
What was the experience opening up for Trina?
Man, them women love Trina, but Trina gives out so much good energy, and her boot game, man, her shoe game is crazy. When Trina step out there with them heels, and you gotta think about it, man. This is the trick. This is early Trina, early trick daddy Trina, riding them donks, them drop top donks, man. Trina pressure. She's still pressure, but she was real cool, very cool, willing to work. T-Pain. This was the short dreaded T-Pain. T-Pain fan base is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, I done seen.
Did you get any advice?
I really didn't get a chance to talk to him, man. They wouldn't let him, don't let the artist sit still long enough, man. Just long enough to take a picture. But be original. That's what I saw when T-Pain performed, was to be original.
What about Fat Joe?
Fat Joe was so cool, man. He definitely was New York, and you definitely saw the shift in the hip hop, and the people, because you got to think about it, man. I was living in Fayetteville, North Carolina, 26. So the soldiers Fort Bragg is there. So that when you're in the military, you're going to have so many different people in that one city. So when Fat Joe came in, all of New York, everybody pulled out them Timbs. Everybody with them Timberlands was in there. So my thing was I wasn't trying to be New York because I knew it was in the crowd because, you coming to see Joe. I came to be Bama. Whether you like me or not, I was going to still be him. So
how was the crowd's perception when you perform?
I always try to perform with a lot of energy. So I definitely wasn't trying to be Joe, but I am a fan because Joe always keep it real with you. Man, I can't remember the song we had performed, but I just did what I came to do. I did what I came to do. Tell everybody, thank you, I love you. Fat Joe coming up next, and I stayed on stage to watch what he do. A student can never become a master unless you watch the master. So
he's been in the game for a long time.
A long time, man. And
he's still booming.
Yeah. What was that joint Fat Joe had out, man, that was going crazy in the South? Was it? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it wrong, man. Was it Lean?
Lean Back.
Lean Back. I think that was the one that he came out with, bro. The club went stupid. They went crazy. And J. Cole is a master. Cole is a master with that pen, man.
What was it like to be around his presence as well? What was that?
It was dope. It was dope because Cole is from Fayetteville. So everybody that knew him, he went to school there, grew up there. And I mean, I don't know that they know he was going to become what he is today, selling out concerts in Raleigh, North Carolina, where they're telling him, man, you can't do this no more, bro. You bringing too many people here. We can't get no gas. We done ran out of gasoline. Y'all got this place. And big shout out to J. Cole because, he did what he did. He showed up and showed out. But Cole was cool, man. I was doing more listening. And watching the crowd more than anything because of his penmanship, man. Cole is nice with that pen, and he know how to control that. He know how to control that crowd. But Cole is very nice with that pen, man. You really got to listen to what Cole talks about.
Speaking of crowds.
Here we go.
How do you prepare mentally before you hit the stage? Like,
don't eat no McDonald's before you go. Don't get no milkshake if you got a bad stomach. Try not to drink too much alcohol. The first thing I do, man, I pray. I pray that everybody that show up have a great show, and I pray I do my thing, and I try to get everybody hyped, man. This is what we came to do. This is what this is a God-given talent. So one good thing I will always tell every artist though, whether you have your own DJ, shout out to DJ Peel. If you have your own DJ, try to or if the DJ is just the DJ at that club or that particular event at that time, try to let that DJ know what you're going to do before you come out, because y'all don't have no chemistry yet. You can holler at the DJ and be like, hey man, at 2 minutes of my song, pause it or drop the beat, because I'm gonna talk to the crowd, and then pull it back up and then go to the next record. DJs, they're the DJ. But if you link with that DJ and shout out to all the DJs too, bro. Oh my God, respect the DJ. DJs don't get enough love like they used to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. Y'all hearing that from me? BAMA One Hunnit. BAMAONE. Yeah, ONE HUNNIT. That's how, not 100 with the D. but the HUNNIT, BAMA One Hunnit. Follow me, but respect the DJ. You have to respect them, man. And try to link with the DJs before. I learned to make sure you control the crowd. Crowd participation is a wonderful thing. Once you have the crowd, bro, you finna have a great show.
So,
yes, sir.
What went into creating your new singles, Free and Black Rambo? What do they represent emotionally?
Both of them. Both of them
are playing on Going In Radio.
Yeah.
Me and Fabian James Senior Station, y'all, on Zeno FM.
Yeah.
We
yes, sir. Shout out. Both of them are based off a true story. I try to write stuff that's based off a true story. Even I did it, or I was either I done it or I was around it when it was being done. Or you know what I'm saying? So with Black Rambo, shout out to Rob 3G Lee. He was the producer, and he's one of my producers. Excellent producer. I mean, crazy on that keyboard and MPC, man. Golly. Also, shout out to Jay Manifest. He was one of my first big producers in Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to get their shine. When I wrote Black Rambo, I went to Rob's crib. You know, I really didn't have nothing in my head that I, wanted to do with it. It was just that I was just like freestyling some stuff. I was freestyling stuff, got me a chopper like Rambo, hop in a brand new Lambo. So I'm just freestyling. The whole time I didn't know he was building the beat. He was building the beat around what I was saying, what I was putting in my phone. So when he did the beat, he was like, "How this sound?" And I was like, You just did it? Wasn't even a good 10 minutes. And I'm like, yo, I'm keeping this. So it was a song for pretty much visuals. It was like a visual song. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It was a song like talking about the streets, but not really trying to hurt nobody. Got me a chopper like Rambo, hop out a brand new Lambo. I'm a fatigue like Camo. She get the popping like, you know what I'm saying, like gumbo. So it was more like a metaphor song, but you really have to listen to what I'm saying. So it's just a fun record with a dope beat, man. And also I'm a shout out to the real Rambo, the real Black Rambo. You know what I'm saying? You know what's so crazy? I want to put Black Rambo and Glorilla in the video. So I'm going ahead and put this out right now. Black Rambo, I be seeing you on YouTube. You shoot every type of gun except a tank. I ain't see you get in an army tank and shoot that bitch across the goddamn moon.
Everything.
Now, bruh, this man now went from shooting 25s, 38s. This man I shot every good. He done shot everything on earth. I just ain't seen him in an army tank and shot a star, but shot the moons or something. But Black Rambo, and I need to holler at Glorilla. I need you in my video. I need to put you on the remix. I need both of y'all. Free. Huh?
The record Free. How did that come about?
Free is based off a true story. Free was a song that I wrote about a female that I was dating. And I went by her crib. Not really her crib. I went by her mom's crib. I called her, she didn't answer. So I went by her mom's crib, where she normally is. So me and her mom, I respect my elders. So me and her mom, talk, so she said, "What do you see in my daughter?" And that's not a good conversation to have with someone's mother when you walk in the house. You feel me? So she was like, she asked me, what do I see in her daughter? And I said, I like her. I fucks with her. She cool. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
My bad, dog. I said I like her. I mess with her. I rock with her. You know, I'm gonna treat her right. She said, "Get away from my daughter as fast as she can, because she ain't gonna treat you right."
Straight like that, huh?
Wait a minute. Run that back. Run that back again. She ain't gonna do what? She said she ain't gonna treat you right. She never knew how to treat a man right. She said you a nice gentleman. You're respectful, and I just want you to find the right person. But it's definitely not my daughter. So hope she set you free. And it wasn't like in a bad derogatory way. It was kind of like, oh man, I got to deal. You know, so I got to deal with the drama from breaking up with her and all of this. But when her mom like, you don't need her. You need to be free. You need to be free of her. Go find you somebody else. So when I heard the beat, I heard that beat, dun 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 dun. I'm like, you know, I just started writing to it, and it just came out that way, man. I'm not taking side. You know, I just pictured when I wrote it, I was just picturing her everywhere I went in the city. Like if I went to a gas station, she was there. If I went to Walmart, she was there. If I went to a football game, damn it, she worked at the concession. She was there. So I was just picturing a way you trying to leave a woman alone, but everywhere you go, she there. So I just need to be free. Free, free. Leave me alone. Your mama said it. So that's how I wrote it.
All right.
I wrote it that way.
That's fine.
Oh, yes,
so let's
sir.
get into that. We about to play that real quick.
Play it. Let all the fellas, let all the fellas hear.
Now listen, bro. I gotta tell you, you're not gonna hear it, but the people gonna hear it. All right?
Okay.
All right. So here it is, y'all. Hollywood Radio, Hollywood Music, Going In Radio, exclusive, BAMA One Hunnit, free.
Yes, sir.
I'm not taking sides, I'm just in the middle. I like one of your pictures that was accidental. Saw you at the store, how coincidental. And I didn't speak, I ain't fucking with you. Yes, I am free from all that bullshit and your family. Oh, yes, I am free from all that bullshit and your family. Oh, I just got off work, pulled up at my home, and my house was quiet, and I'm all alone. Cell phone ringing, filling up a zone, hands in the sky, cause I'm a party all night long. I am happy because I'm free, F-R-E-E, free. I am happy because I'm free, F-R-E-E, free. No more borrowing money, no more asking questions, no more wondering did you go and cheat with all your exes. Your mama tried to warn me, I didn't get the message. All I'm left with is some emails and some dirty texts. Yes, I am free from all that bullshit and your family. Oh, yes, I am free from all that bullshit and your family. Oh, I just got off work, pulled up at my home, and my house was quiet, and I'm all alone. Cell phone ringing, filling up a zone, hands in the sky, cause I'm a party all night long. I am happy because I'm free, F-R-E-E, free. I am happy because I'm free, F-R-E-E, free. I don't have to worry about you, no, no, no. Time to go, live my life, this another episode. Take control, take a vote. Should I go and buy a boat just to float all across them love letters that you wrote? I just got off work, pulled up at my home, and my house was quiet, and I'm all alone.
Hey, man, that was dope. That was fire. That was definitely fire.
Oh yeah,
Definitely fire.
I had to put it out there, man. You can get out of a relationship without having to make the song so sad.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. In our culture, that is what happens a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get the crying
That
on.
is what happens a lot in our culture. When we drop songs, the
Mhm.
songs all sad. I don't need you. You did me wrong. This
Yep.
and that, this and that. You ain't even gotta say all that. You can
No,
just say,
nah.
look, I'm free.
Yeah, I'm not finna be in no
I'm
car.
free.
You even have me in no car crying.
Yeah.
I just realized the house quiet. I got food in the refrigerator. I got gas in my car. The game on.
Yeah.
I'm finna call some people over here. What's poppin'?
Yeah.
Your boy back.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
free.
dope record.
Appreciate it.
Definitely a dope record.
Appreciate it.
All right. So when you're writing a record like Tiptoe or Curry Sauce, what's in your mind and where's your mind at?
Curry Sauce came from when Steph Curry first got into the NBA and when he was cutting up, man. The way Steph Curry, and I hope everybody give him his props. The way
A lot
Steph
of people didn't catch on to Curry early on, though.
I did.
It took a couple years before people started paying attention.
I was paying attention. The way that
Yeah.
boy was shooting from the logo, and I mean, no hesitation. Like he automatically knew it was going in. That at first you wouldn't guard him. You had to guard him, and you still couldn't hold him. Like when he dropping 40, you dropping 50, but you doing it with 3-pointers. You know, he wasn't big on dunking on you, even though he could. But his handles and where he took his shot from, we're whipping that Curry sauce. And I was just trying to just come up with something for Steph. You know what I'm saying? It was the degree of difficulty of shooting that he did in the NBA that changed the whole league. I mean, it changed the league to the point where they thinking about moving the 3-point line back further. Why would you do that? Everybody can't shoot threes.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But you got Joker though. You got Joker from the Denver Nuggets. Joker could, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got centers shooting threes. You would get benched if you would ever think about doing that. You know what I'm saying? But
at one point, that's a fact.
Steph did a lot, man. Steph did a lot. So we were just whipping that curry sauce. Tiptoe. Tiptoe was really it was one of them songs that I put together like, and I don't even know should I say this, but I'm saying it anyway. If you were high, let's say that. If you was drinking and you felt some type of way, or you was, high and you felt some type of way, sometimes every time your mind drifts, it don't always be here. You know what I'm saying? Your mind can go wherever you want it to go, And that's when I wrote Tiptoe. I wrote Tiptoe like just being in outer space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just being someone else, I don't got no room. I don't got no more room in my spaceship. Can you tiptoe? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep this quiet. What we about to do? I'm finna take you to Mars. You know what I'm saying? So Tiptoe is just one of them songs where, even with the lyrics, you tell your story, but you're not here. You in outer space. You tiptoeing.
Hey man, that's fine. That's
Thank
fine.
you. Appreciate that.
I didn't hear Tiptoe, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear Tiptoe soon, folks. So I'm going to put it out there. He need to stop playing and get Tiptoe over to Tigmatic so Tigmatic can put Tiptoe in rotation.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah. All right. So here's the next question.
I got the answer.
All right. So How do you balance creating for the streets versus for the radio or clubs?
For me, I don't. I just, whatever magic comes up in the studio, that's whatever I got. It pretty much for me. And I know a lot of people once it's hard, man, because a lot of times your fan base creates your image. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like again with Tupac, when Pac came up, you know, Pac was doing Brenda Had a Baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing songs like Pac was a real poet. But Pac was still Pac. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes whatever comes out of you, or it comes out of you is out there now because you can't hide it. You know,
right.
Cameras everywhere. But for me, I don't. It depends on the beat. It depends on the instrumental. That's one. It depends on the artist that I'm working with at the time, and it also depends on the balance of the song. You know, if everybody on the song talking about smoking, I might be talking about smoking, but I might be talking about smoking and drinking, or I might not even be talking about smoking. I may be the dude that owned the $1 million mansion, and y'all coming to my mansion to smoke. So they're like, "Oh snap! This dude don't even smoke. He got a smoke room in his crib." Yeah, I'm him. So
right.
I always try to just go different with the way I write. You know, my imagination, and I feel that hurts hip hop a lot. That a lot of artists don't like to use their imagination.
Right.
You know, your imagination is incredible.
Yeah, I agree with you there because, when it comes to being a creator,
mm-hmm.
A lot of the times when it comes to creating, it can be hard. But here's the thing. When you're a real artist,
mm-hmm.
you let your imagination run free.
Yep.
And I know a lot of the times people are so fixated on real life, but real artists can make the imagination feel like real life.
Bruh.
And that's the thing to real artistry when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I love Outkast so much, and that's why I was such a big fan of Dre, and Big Boy. The way they combine their chemistry on the mic, like you would have to go back and rewind and what did Dre just say?
Right.
What Big Boy just say?
Big Boy, he got a style of his own.
Yes.
And, a lot of the times
giving him
because
his
of that style, you do got to rewind it and try and catch it.
You had to go back and try to catch it, man. They very dope.
Yeah.
Very dope. And it was their own creativity. Big Boy didn't tell Dre, try to sound like this, Andre 3000. Because when they first came out, they had on the Atlanta Braves jerseys and stuff. They was Atlanta.
Right.
But then I know everybody's like to say that Erykah Badu, Andre 3000. I don't care if it was Erykah Badu, Erykah Badu. Dre is Dre. And the way he writes and the way he spits, man, it's incredible. And Big Boy street, man. Big Boy gonna make you want to go out and spend about $1 million on a club just to rent it out, make all your money back, and park your Bentley and your box Chevy in front of it. So I love that magic that they create.
Okay. All right. So here's the next question.
For sure.
What's your proudest project to date and why?
Oh, Lord. Wow. Album?
Mm-hmm. It could be mixtape, project. It's a whatever project you choose. That's your body of work. So I can't really tell you. I can't answer this for you.
Yeah, Lee, why would you do this to me, bro? I look, just to let y'all know, I have a lot of music out, man.
This is what I do, man. I like to make people really dig deep and think, you know. This is what we do here, you know. Hollywood TV, dollar radio, going there radio. We moving and booming. I ask the deep questions, but I actually ask things that's gonna catch you off guard a bit. That's what I do here.
I gotta take a sip. Look at that boy, free advertising. I gotta take a sip on that. I'm a God. Wow. Okay. I would have to go with Crunk and Aggression. Okay. The reason why I would go with Crunk and Aggression is that's when I met my Dan was my and we still keep in contact. My partner, his name was he went by the name Uncle Maine because you know they called him Big Unc. So he went by Uncle Maine. And back then I used to go by Lil Bama. So I always had Bama in my name. It just depends on where the Bama gonna be in the front or in the back. So it was Uncle Maine and Lil Bama. So the group was called UMLB for Uncle Maine and Lil Bama. But the first big project that we put out was called Crunk and Aggression. Because I was always the crunk artist when I performed. Excuse me. And he was always the aggressive one on the mic. So he had that deep aggression voice. But I'm up here crunk like Lil Jon. I'm in the crowd taking my shirt off. I'm doing all of this. So, and it made sense, man. It made sense. And the music that we put out was so dope, man. It was so dope. I think we had probably 15, about 12 or 15 songs. And the reason why I'm so proud of it because I recorded it. Yeah. I recorded it in Killeen, Texas. So
that's fire.
I recorded the whole thing, man. I ain't know what I was doing, but I just know I had knowledge to learn, you know. So, but it was called Crunk and Aggression, Uncle Maine, Lil Bama. That's where it all started. And it just God kept blessing me and it kept doing this.
Hey, man, that's fire.
I went from a fitted cap to a cowboy.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. We're going to keep it here. Now we're going to dig into the mental health a little bit more. You know, mental health questions and dive a little deeper, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what does mental health mean to you as a Black man in the industry?
I would say pray first, but secondly, I would say it's very important. Don't ever let anyone tell you that it's not important. Don't ever let anyone tell you that it's a problem, that you have a problem, and that you need to get help for that issue. Be yourself. I don't even want to bring this up, man, but I have to because it's on my mind and on my heart to bring it up because I saw it on my Instagram twice. So I got to speak on it since we especially talking about the mental health awareness. I saw a post on Instagram or IG that had a Black man. He killed his wife. He unlived his wife.
Yeah, and he took everything he had.
Yeah, then he unlived himself.
Yeah, I seen that.
You know,
he stole all his money, all his properties, and I think
they did it.
And then she went with it and gave it all to some other man. And yeah.
Yeah, he unlived her, then he unlived himself. And you know, that would make a man go ballistic. And you know, as far as the mental health, man, it is very serious. And I understand a lot of men don't like to talk about it because it makes us feel weak. You know, we're not the ones that's supposed to have mental problems. We're the ones that's out here grinding. You know, we're the ones out here getting to it. But I would tell any man, I don't care how much weight you lift in the gym, bro, if something wrong, find you somebody to talk to. Like I said, talk to them Tuesday. Talk to 2 people. I guarantee you, if you pick up your cell phone, everybody that got a cell phone got over 500 people in their contacts and probably talk to 10. So you mean to tell me you can't call 2 to talk to them on Tuesday? So even if you have to find 1, but I want you to find 2 and talk to someone about your mental health, bro. It is so serious and it's scary because especially as us being Black men, we feel like it's a weakness, but we have to find someone to talk to, bro. We have to, man. It's very important. We have to, man. And I want to tell everyone, if you have any mental problems, it doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong because you was able to come out of your shell to talk about it. That makes you a strong man. And, you know, just do that. Talk to God first.
You
and
know,
find somebody to talk to.
Right. You know, beings though that is Mental Health Awareness Month. I want to say this, you know. Give me a sec. I want to say this, you know. A lot of the times, us as men, we look at being vulnerable as a weakness when it's one of the biggest strengths that you could ever have out here. You know, we was actually told the lie that if you hold it in, that's for if you out here saying how you feel, you a sucker, you a coward, you a nut, you a goofy, all that. Because that's what people say.
Yep.
They say it. But then you see them crashing out. And they crashing out because in moments where they could have been talking to somebody,
yep,
could have prevented them from crashing out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Instead, they choose to hold it in and explode and crash out.
Bro, we know what
do things to people or cause harm to someone. Like even using the guy that you just said for instance, you know, if he would have talked to somebody about Sis doing what she did to him, he could have just went about it the proper way and got everything back. He could have got all his money back, all his properties back, and everything.
Yeah.
You know? But he didn't think. He let his anger get the best of him, his aggression get the best of him, you know, and he unalived her and himself. And, you know, my condolences to his family because they're going through it the worst right now.
Yep. I don't know that they have any kids. You know what I'm saying? That's rough. That's rough, man.
You know, so sometimes I say that sometimes it's okay to have people to talk to. You know, pray is definitely my biggest thing to say, you know. Talk to God, let him guide you, and let discernment guide you about people.
Yeah.
Because honestly, people can be the reason we crash out a lot of the time.
It's like a pot of
and if we
boiling
don't
hot
know
water.
who we with, who we talking to, who we around,
yeah,
it
most
can cause
definitely.
a lot to go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, life is like a pot of boiling hot water. When you go through weeks and months, it just does this. It rises. And it just takes that one individual that all of that buildup will make you crash out, bro. It will make you, you know what I'm saying?
So
it could
go
be
get help. Talk to a therapist.
Yes. That don't make you
weak.
weak.
Talk to your loved ones.
Yes.
You know, have conversations with, you know, everybody throw this term day one. Well, where your day one at when you about to crash out?
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
That part. Do you still have that individual's cell phone
Everybody
number?
is big on that though.
Yeah.
Where's that day one that when you about to crash out? Why
That
you
part.
not talking to your day one when you about to crash out? Talk to
Yep.
your day one.
Yeah. Or she your day one. She your bestie. Where's she at?
Yeah, man. Listen, I definitely agree with you there. But we're gonna keep it moving and go to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Solo cam for BAMA. All right. What's harder? Fighting battles on the outside or the ones in your mind?
Both.
Explain.
One they don't see, and the other one they do. So the one that they don't see is more dangerous than the one that they do see.
That's a fact.
You know, I can go to work every day, and my neighbor can wave at me every day and have on a suit and tie, have a great job, and what's up, neighbor? What's going on, man? And go to work every day, come home, sit on his porch, listening to his music, playing with his kids, throwing the ball with his son, picking his daughter up and running with her, wife on the porch, just having the most beautiful life that I can see. But as soon as the sun go down, the kids go to bed, you hear them in there fussing and fighting until one day it boils over, or one night it boils over, and the ambulance over there and 3 police cars. Because I didn't see what he went through, because he never talked to no one about it, because he didn't want to feel weak. But the one that you don't see, to me, I think is the worst kind of hurt and the worst kind of devastation.
I could agree with that. I definitely could agree with that. You know, a lot of the time, us men are good with disguising things. And I'm not just going to talk about the pain and trauma we go through. We good at disguising who we are too.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
So like, let's keep it all the way funky so it doesn't sound like it's one-sided for our women out here, because we definitely be perpetrating the fraud out here too as men. Now, I'm not going to say I'm perpetrating the fraud because I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
but
me neither.
I'm going to say it as it is, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of the times, us men can portray to be Prince Charming, but we really, you know, Ike Turner and be smacking them up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
And that's real. That's real, you know? But I will say this. I had to be real, you know?
He said, all right.
I had to be real, though, you know, in this moment.
Yeah.
But I'll say this.
Okay.
You know, and in most cases, you know, I think what's harder is fighting the battles, because that's why we see that other side or hear about that other side of that person.
Yeah.
Because they hiding it.
Almost definitely.
You know?
Because we wasn't taught that as kids. A lot of us wasn't taught that as kids, to show your emotion, especially being a man. Being a man, you don't supposed to show your weak side, bro. Come on, bro. Especially you growing up in the hood,
that was
the
the
country,
big lie, though.
bro. I grew up.
Say a man shows his emotions,
bro. And see, I'm the same way. But the way I grew up, bro, we were bench pressing in the backyard.
Yeah.
No, like I said, the outside, we was getting strong. We were never going to show no weaknesses. We men. But just as soon as you go in the house, you call a little girl about 4 or 5 times, she ain't answer the phone. Now you feeling some type of way, you decide to drive by a house, another car there. You call in the car, still don't answer the phone. You wait till he come out.
Yeah, you ready to crash out on him, but it's not him, it's her.
Everything gone. Who is this dude? Why you hugging up? Why you ain't answer my phone? And you finna crash out completely.
Yeah. And it's not even him, it's her. You know?
Bruh, if you ain't said something that God love and that's the truth, boy, preach.
Yeah, you know.
Let him cook.
Yeah,
boy.
You know, that happens a lot. But
most definitely.
When the music isn't hitting like it used to, or life's hitting too hard, what keeps you going?
I can't say everything that I record, and I can't say everything that I put out God likes, but I'm gonna say prayer. I'm not perfect. I'm not. No matter what I do, I'm not perfect. Not trying to be, but I have to say prayer, and just trying something different. You know, shout out to Big X the Plug. You know what I'm saying? He came out doing his thing, and Big Extra. He came out doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Now he got a big record with a country singer. You know, so don't be afraid to try something different. Use your imagination. You know, I done did techno records. You know, I done did records with so many different individuals that what makes music fun and exciting, because you just don't know how it's going to make your fans feel, and you just don't know how big of a record it could be by just doing something completely different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Next question.
Go ahead.
How does music help you release or process pain?
By allowing other people into your life, by what you write down on your notepad or what you type into your cell phone. What I am giving my fans is a part of my life that, I mean, I didn't have to, but by me being an artist, I wanted to, because somebody may be going through what I'm going through, or somebody may just want a dope song just to ride out to, or you may just want a dope record to hear at the barbecue. You know,
right.
That record may make you do a line dance. You know, everybody got them fans out. You see what I'm saying? So it may be a record to bring everyone together, you know, and just make people release stress, you know.
So for you, basically, from what you're saying, for you, the way you process pain is watching other people get a de-stress. Yep. Watching other people de-stress helps you process pain that you go through in your own life yourself, because you get to see others happy or relate to what you're going through or talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. Because like I said, all of my songs are not deep. You know, like I said, my first album was called Crunk and Aggression.
Right.
You know, like I said, Uncle Maine was the army. He had that army feel to him. You know, he was the aggressive one, but I was the crunk one. You know, I was the Lil Jon and East Side Boys one. So anybody in that crowd that wanted to get crunk, you know, I had you. But if you felt like, man, this dude, if you felt like I could put this in my ear right now and go to the gym and just have a full workout, then I felt like I helped someone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just like my song, and y'all make sure y'all check that out too, called City Lights. City Lights is a song about when you feel like you don't have no one, you feel alone, you get in your car, whether it's a drop top, because really I'm talking about if you got a convertible, because you riding through the city lights. You got your drop top, you drop the top on your convertible, and you ride through the city lights, and you pick whatever song you want to listen to, and you just ride and you just listen to that vibe off of that. You know, if you pick up one of your homies or your homegirl, y'all just riding and vibing and releasing. You have to release it, man. I had to learn that you have to release the stress. You can't walk around and hold on to it, bro. It'll hurt you. And City Lights is one of them records where, you know, you just riding through the city lights, man. Riding through the city lights and you just vibing. You vibing off of nature. You vibing off of, you know, what is our true purpose in life? You know, what did God put us here for? You know.
Right.
You know, you don't know who you can help ride through the city lights, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. All right. Have there been times when you felt overlooked or doubted? And if so, how did you handle it?
Oh, most definitely. Keep grinding. God's timing might not be ours. So you don't give up. You know, you wouldn't have that gift, you know. You wouldn't have that gift to be able to perform in front of whether it's 100 people, 10 people, or you performing in Coachella or performing in one of the biggest, you know, stages full of people. Like how Beyonce got these big old crowds and concerts, you know. God want to put that gift in you to be able to use that microphone like you do or to use that pen like you do. So you just don't give up. That's it. You just don't give up. And you try to keep getting better by your songs you pick, the people you work with. You're gonna have to invest and just stay prayed up and just try to get the right team. A lot of times, man, it's timing and it's the right team. A lot of times you just never know who may see you online or who may see you in the crowd, bro. And
man.
you just have to keep going. That's the number one thing, bro. Your foot gets stuck in the mud. Keep going, man.
I agree. I agree with you 1,000% there.
For sure.
Because, you know, nothing should stop the train from moving anyway.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
You can't stop that, man. You can't stop what God got for you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your support system looking like when things get dark?
I'm gonna say my daughter, bro. My daughter, I got a baby. I got a baby. My daughter is, yeah, it's my daughter. I got a baby. My baby ain't even 2. That's my little twin. That's my buddy. So
she's your piece.
She my piece, bro. That's what it is. It's everything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do now is you make your next move, your best move. You make it, you know what I'm saying, throwing out them smart moves. I want to leave a legacy for her. You know what I'm saying? And I have cousins, you know, you have family. So I want to say I'm probably one of the biggest ones to do music in my family on my mom's side and my father's side. So I just want to leave a legacy, but especially for my child, man. I want my child to be so proud of me. I want her to be proud of her father. So, you know, when she get about, you know, 12, 14 and stuff, she could be like, "Man, that was you."
Yeah.
That cowboy hat on. Like, yeah, that was me. Yeah. So what? The bars are fine. Okay. It was me and Tig. What? So, but yeah, man.
By the
family.
way, y'all, just to let y'all know, it's definitely some BAMA and Tig fire coming y'all way too.
Oh yeah. Plug that. Most definitely. But yeah, man, family.
Up this whole summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's family, man. It's definitely family, but it's my daughter.
Yeah. Hey man, that's definitely one of the greatest attributes any man or woman could have is their seeds, you know, because listen, children are precious.
Yeah.
And I love mine to death, you know. And
you're supposed to.
I get a lot of peace in watching them grow. watching them learn. Even something as small and simple as watching them go through a little argument real quick, and I gotta be daddy to come in and put some clarity in between the situation, you know, and stop the argument or whatever it is, you know.
You see them take their first steps, stumble, get back
all
up.
of it.
All
you
of
know,
it.
so there's a gratification I definitely receive from that, and I'm thankful to the Lord for that, you know. So I understand how you feel on that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next question. We got a few more before we get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Do you ever feel tired of having to be strong all the time?
I would say no, because that's what we was put on this earth to do as
That's
men.
right.
You know, I mean, we weren't put on this earth to do nothing else but to be strong. But it also feels good if you pick your partner, that your partner accepts how strong you are, but she also know when you sitting down, she also know when to put the cape on you sometimes. She knows how to come to wipe the sweat off your face, because you know, even if she just come and tell you, I love you and I'm proud of you, that would make a man, that would take a man straight to Pluto. You know what I'm saying? Because as men, we don't hear that enough. You know, we hear that we have to work hard the rest of our lives, take care of our families the rest of our lives, go through so much the rest of our lives, excuse me, without even boiling over or crashing out the rest of our lives. But it also feels so good to come home to a woman that's so precious to tell you you're doing so good and she's proud of you, she love you. And that will make them, I mean, let me tell you something, man, just to hear that, you know. But I would say a good partner would definitely help you. Definitely help you, man.
Yeah.
That's great, boy. You got you a great partner. Boy, you can't tell nobody nothing. Because that's your mascot, Bo. That is your mascot. She would definitely, you can't talk to her man wrong, so she's gonna definitely take care of you. So now your job is to take care of your family.
So
yeah,
in the spirit of mental health, men's mental health awareness month, let me ask you this. How important is emotional intelligence?
Emotional what?
How important is emotional intelligence as a Black father in today's world?
It's very important. It's very important because they're gonna take after you. If they don't take after you, the streets gonna raise. Now, do you want your children to go to college? Because these colleges are picking these kids right out of high school and dropping dumb money. I mean, millions, where they got enough money to take care of their kids when they have kids. And I'm talking about coming out of high school. Or do you want them to run around here and be a YN? That's all we talk. Look at these YNs. Why are they YNs?
That's a fact.
You know, 2-parent household, maybe 1-parent household. I'm never going to judge anyone. But I think that the intelligence of put your kids in a book. And another thing that will help, I think, this is just my personal opinion, I think that may help with the kids, is to do things that they like.
That's a fact.
Try to make time for your kids to do things that they like. You know, if you don't like to read, get an ebook. You know, make it fun. I don't care. Put it on your television. and read with them. You want your kids to grow up and be doctors and lawyers and, you know, politicians, change the world. You know what I'm saying? Do something to change the world. And like I said, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram. I think the site is called, or the people that I'm following is called Black Millionaires. I think that's what it's called. But they have a lot of great stuff on there for, you know, your intelligence can get you way farther, way further than being a YN.
That's a fact.
So, yeah.
Hey, Bama, man.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, I'm going to play this Black Rambo.
Okay.
Any special shout outs that you want to get to people before we get out of here?
I want to first give the shout out to you for having me on your show.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm gonna plug this right here.
That's your merch.
That's my merch.
You've been popping this merch in and out the screen the whole time. So here's the moment.
That's the 100. That's
Tell
the 100.
the people
where
they can get the merch.
I'm about to put it on my own website right now. I have it to where you have to contact me and I have to mail it to you. But at least I meet some new people. But this the merch, 100. You know what I'm saying? BAMA One Hunnit. You always, you know what? Always try to keep it 100. Just keep it 100 with yourself and keep it 100 with everybody else. You don't have to worry about nobody wondering who you are. But this the merch, 100. I got it tatted on me, so it's me. I'm real. And also, hold up, I got the hat, so I got the merch. But also, every Tuesday I'm gonna do Talk to Him Tuesday, where I it's not long. I just like to speak on some stuff that may happen during the week, and I post it on Tuesdays. I try to post it on Tuesdays, and just for you to go through your phone and contact two people. I don't care if it's your cousin. I mean, I have cousins that I haven't met, but I also have cousins that I haven't talked to in a while. You know, call your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncles, aunties, you know, holler at two people and just check on them. Check on your friends. My new EP gonna be dropping soon. Paper red cups and paper plates. We all now been to one of them cookouts before when you got that red cup full of something really good and that food, that barbecue that's sitting on that plate. Lord have mercy. It's so good. It's so good. That macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness. Boy, Lord, you finna have me preaching. But
man,
shout out to the producers. Shout out to 3G Lee in Fayetteville. Shout out to J Manifest in Raleigh. Shout out to ROP Studios in Fayetteville. And shout out to a lot of the real, and shout out to all the DJs. Shout out to all the real musicians too. We still got the people that play. You know, you got people that still play. You got the real musicians that's out there. But please put respect on the DJ name. A DJ can break your record.
That's a fact.
Don't let this streaming fool you. DJs still break records, so respect the DJ and shout out to all the artists, man. You want to work, holler at me. But big shout out to you, bro. You doing some big things, man.
Hey man, I appreciate it. You know,
you're doing some big things,
I'm doing
man.
a little song, you know what I'm saying?
You helping a lot of people. You helping a lot of people
now, you know.
Thank you.
You know, I appreciate you. You know,
yes, sir. Respect.
Thank you for being a part of the beginning, because you was here in the beginning.
Most definitely. Thank you for having me.
Always, man. You already know.
Yes, sir.
And anything you got booming and it's dropping, you already know. Holler at me, pick up the phone, call me, Tig. I got something new. I'm about to email it to you right now. You already know I'm on it, bro.
Bet.
As always.
That's it.
All right, so we're going to play this Black Rambo. We're going to sign off to this Black Rambo.
Yes. And be original. That's all I want to say. Just be original.
All right. So turn your camera off. Turn your camera off.
It's off.
We're going to play it. And then I'm going to end the show.
For sure.
So don't hang up.
Okay.
Stay on the phone, but
I love my fans now. Shout out to all of
We
y'all. I
gonna get
love
into
y'all.
it right now. Black Rambo,
Let
BAMA
go.
One Hunnit.
Yes, sir.
Got me a chopper like Rambo. Hop out a brand new Lambo. I'm ready for the tea like Cambo. It get the poppin' like gumbo. Bust it wide open, don't say no. Juice taste like mango. Grab by the ears like Dumbo. She me love by a little rainbow. Chasing this money like bankroll. Big out like an afro. Pay them boys all night the K clothes. Gotta stay solid and you can't fold. Now she looking for the pesos. Middle finger up like. Load them up, bang, bang, click, click. Some of y'all on my list. Yo, baby mama on my hit list. She move packs, on say shit. Bring the money back with big grips. Rubber bands won't even fit this. Mix that Yoda with the soda and the cola. Pulling up in an all black Range Rover. Bought me a French and I call him Little Rover. Every time I drive, I got a ride on my shoulder. Heating up now, come my flow getting colder. Every day shooting out boulder. Around cause I might get pissed. Shoot the wings off and that's where the God I won't miss. Got me a chopper like Rambo. Hop out a brand new Lambo. I'm for the tea like Cambo. Hit the poppin' like gumbo. Bust wide open, don't say no. Juice taste like mango. Grab by the ears like Dumbo. She me love by a little rainbow. I don't got no abs, got a pot belly. Come through your hood in a box Chevy. Hit it with a spirit bun Goku. Hit up like Pro 2. Bought a 5 stick and a Roku. We keep winning, we can't lose. I don't give a what you gon' do. When you mouth like a old dude. That's why don't fuck you. That bird like a cockatoo. All in the slab like a babadoo. All black on to my ops move. Heard your girl was a prostitute.
Prostitute.
Vibe too. Got me a chopper like Rambo. Hop out a brand new Lambo. I'm ready for the tea like Cambo. Hit the poppin' like gumbo. Bust it wide open, don't say no. Juice taste like mango. Grab by the ears like Dumbo. She me love by a little rainbow. Bam.
There you have it, folks. Stay tuned for the next episode. Once again, have a good night and keep it funky out here. Peace.